And for the Capital All-Stars, number 34, George Lynch.
Standing crowd on hand here in Landover, Maryland. We'll be back.
On John Thompson's backcourt, Olympic player Charlie Smith, and that's Kurt, his brother.
What a great career he had at Georgetown. Wait a minute. That had to be either a block shot or a goaltend. I think it was a 10.
George Lynch did that at Flint Hill Prep. Great block. And he's a North Carolina, Virginia maybe recruit. Both of them are here tonight watching George.
Mackey with the outlet pass to Anderson. He'll pull up and take the free jumper.
Buckingham is real interesting to talk to. He's not sure if they've ever had his statistics right. He's going to be a banger when he gets to Clemson.
Well, despite just 4 points, Lynch with 9 boards thus far in about 18 minutes.
He'll be another one that'll adjust very quickly to Division I basketball because he doesn't make mistakes and he's very unselfish. Good defensive player, good rebounder, and really is a team player. So he'll be one of the guys that really gets in there and does a good job. 32 a game down in Kentucky. Norm Stewart in Missouri.
Off the screen, all alone. Harris with the free jumper. Ricochets up top. Lynch got a piece. Now that's 10 boards for him. Fights it back up. Foul on Faulkner. And normally right where you want it.
Yes. Unbelievable touch passer. We'll see that in the second half.
Lynch bodies up. Low post. He scores over the top of Mackey.
Ashworth's got a little piece of that ball. We won't yell air ball quite yet.
Foul down low, and Lynch will head to the free throw line. Boy, you have to love his work ethic. Lynch doesn't waste any time posting up and putting himself in a good position to receive the ball down low.
Well, when Dean Smith comes to see you play, he doesn't come to see second-teamers play. This guy Lynch can play, and I think he fits that North Carolina mold. Very unselfish, knows how to give the ball up, and works awful hard on the defensive end.
Lynch now with 8 points and 11 boards thus far. Very active inside the paint area.
Yes, we had the opportunity last evening to speak to the coaches in the Capital area last evening in McDonald's program arrived.
Down by 1, and we've got ourselves a basketball game with just under 8 minutes to go. High for the rebound goes Lynch. Boy, he climbed the ladder that trip. I know one thing, he better learn to shoot from the perimeter if he expects to do that, because Charles not only a great penetrator, but really I felt like one of the only people for the Hoyas.
Chris Jackson next year. I think the fans here, he'll make this game. He's a great guard, and they're talking about him already for next year, along with Hardaway down in Memphis, Tennessee, the next Magic Johnson 6'8" guard. So high school basketball continues to really push him out.
Well, Lynch with 2 more, and he also has 18 rebounds. The classic record is 21 caroms pulled down by the great Ralph Sampson.
And that's why Dean Smith was here yesterday. They could really use George Lynch is a prime-time rebounder. Williams can't get over this. He's never checked anybody that's gone out 35 feet and shot a jump shot.
Smith enters it down low. Bain heads to the offensive boards, gets hacked en route, and he'll shoot a pair. Nice pass that time by Lynch.
Well, they've done it enough at Flint Hill. Of course, Mr. Lynch played for Roanoke, won the state championship 2 years ago, and then he moved to Flint Hill, where they were 22-2 this year.
All the way up.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Oh, he didn't get it.
If they'd have finished that one off, that would have been the play of the night between Smith and Lynch.
I was ready to say he has nowhere to go. He did. And Kenny Anderson, as we said, no slouch on defense. Watch those feet move. Excellent defense. Penetrates, stops, looks. Now, I know right here, most guards have no idea. Great camera work at the finish of that. Oh, yes, if Lynch could have finished that off, the crowd really would have roared, and it would have given them a 5-point lead.
89-86. Capital All-Stars on top by 3. The overall record, the USA All-Stars have won 10 times, and the Cap All-Stars have won 5.
It all started 16 years ago with big Moses Malone. He started almost there. He had a great Dapper Dan game in Pittsburgh. He had a great game here at the Capitol Classic. Moses Cunningham.
Anderson will have to be careful, though. He does have 5 personal fouls. It's 2-on-1. Tate kicks it off to Lynch for the easy basket. He'll get a chance to shoot 2.
There we see Lynch with 20 rebounds. I think he's 1 away from the record. And I mean, you name some players that have been in this ball game, Denny. Ralph Sampson has the record. And I think this young man is going to have a great career. You're going to hear as much about him as you did some of those great stars we mentioned. He tried to look him away. They got a pick inside, and he got the ball to the guy he should have. But, you know, there's a 6'8" defensive player, Monty Williams, on him, and he made a great defensive effort.
Lynch now in the record books with 22 rebounds. Sets a McDonald's classic record, surpassing Ralph Sampson. Boy, when you break his record, you've done something.
I'll tell you, he's going to be a great player next year, not in the future. Next year, George Lynch. He does a lot of things well. 18 points, 22 rebounds.